Welcome to Shadow Me Tarot. We have and thank you for coming back. If you're new, welcome, and if you're coming back, welcome, and thank you for coming back. I actually am very grateful that you guys come and watch. This is a new release called Higher. It's the Higher Self Oracle. It's by Deanna Marie Riddick, illustrated by Deborah Rodriguez Capacetti. Receive guidance on your life's journey and help fulfill your calling by connecting with the higher self through this powerful channel of love and light. The Higher Self Oracle consists of 45 illuminated cards that provide insight and guidance about your emotional and daily challenges and overarching life lessons. Each card features a celestial image encoded with high vibrational energy, designed to empower you with the spiritual intelligence necessary to help you overcome your problems. The guidebook provides detailed messages and includes techniques and exercises to cultivate your relationship with your own internal guide. Packed with inspiring quotes, techniques, and messages, the Higher Self Oracle will bring clarity to your questions as you travel along your life's path. Alrighty. Let's see here. It's in a nice little tin box here. And this one I think just came out too. I ordered this back in November, and I think it was supposed to come out like the first part of December, but everything came out late for some reason, it feels like. It's kind of got like a matte finish, I think, for the outside. Mine has got like a tiny dent in it, which I don't think is a big deal. I don't know how I feel about the tin. I like the tin. I do. I do like the tin. Ooh, isn't that pretty? Ooh. Ooh, that's self-acceptance right there, right? She's looking at herself. That's self-acceptance. Oh my gosh. Your naked self-acceptance even. I love it. Okay, and the book has got rounded edges like the cards. So I kind of like that. The only thing I'm a little bit worried about is I've had trouble with this kind of binding before. Let's, hey, move in here a little bit, huh? There we go. I've just had bad luck with this kind of binding. Sometimes you open it up, and a few times after a while, it just like the whole thing kind of comes out. But you never know. It might be higher quality than the stuff that I've gotten in the past. But we shall see as we go through. Oh, it's got a little poem here or something. I plucked my soul out of its secret place and held it to the mirror of my eye, to see it like a star against the sky. A twitching body quivered in space, a spark of passion shining on my face, and I explored it to determine why this awful key to my infinity conspires to rob me of sweet joy and grace. And if the sign may not be fully read, if I can comprehend but not control, I need not gloom my days with futile dread, because I see a part and not the whole. Contemplating the strange, I am comforted by this narcotic thought. I know my soul. And that's by Claude McKay, in something that he wrote called I Know My Soul. Oh. Holy tiny writing. Okay, well, at least we've got acknowledgments, introduction, the identity crisis, ego versus higher self. Well, that sounds super interesting and useful. Truly, truly. How to work with the higher self oracle, higher self guidance spreads. Hello, you just said the magic word, spreads. Okay, techniques to connect with your higher self. Oh, there's some really nice stuff in here from starting all the way through to page 29, and then it goes into the card readings, a conclusion, bibliography. So the ego versus the higher self. It looks like there's like a little poem. It says, there's a madman inside you who is always running for office. Why vote him in? For he never keeps the accounts straight. He gets all kinds of crooked deals happening all over town that will just give you a big headache and glue to your kisser a gigantic confused frown. The ego is judgmental, negative internal dialogue, selfish, fear-based, anxious, lack, separate, divided. The higher self is supportive, inclusive, loving, comforting, positive, optimistic, abundant, unified, and connected. Yeah. And then it has how to work with the oracle, higher self oracle, clear the energy of your deck, consecrate the cards, with chimes, or I use chimes, I use crystal singing bowls, I use sage, I use I want to call it Palo Alto sticks, but they're Palo something sticks. Familiarize yourself with the deck, which we're going to do. Shuffle the cards, ask a question. We'll do those things. Then they have the 1 card, the 3 card, which is basically past, present, future. And then we've got, it looks like a star or a pentacle one. Number 1, which is kind of like a crowning position. Oh, these go all over the place. They like zigzag around. Like it goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So number 1 reflects the current subject of the inquiry. Number 2 reflects your past fears about the subject. 3 reflects your past actions regarding the subject. 4 reflects your current beliefs about the situation. 5, the likely outcome if you continue to act and think the same way. 6 is the recommendation to resolve the problem from your higher self. And 7 is additional guidance from your higher self. Then we have this Healed Heart spread, which is a 4-card spread, and it just goes 1, 2, 3, 4. It says many religions and spiritual philosophies recommend purifying and healing the heart as a major step to attain higher self-consciousness. Utilize this spread to identify what needs to be healed in your heart. Ooh, I like it. Card number 1 reflects what needs to be healed in your heart. It might surprise you. Card number 2 reflects what step needs to be taken to begin the healing process. Card 3 reflects what needs to be forgiven. Card 4 the results of a healed heart and possible next steps. Then it goes on to jumping cards and multiple decks. I just use my own. I do whatever I want when it comes to shuffling the cards. If they fly out, that's my decision. That's your decision too. It's nice that decks will kind of give you suggestions, but you have to do what works for you, what resonates for you, what you trust. Whatever it is that you do consistently is the right way to do it. So techniques to connect with your higher self: meditation, journaling, music, dreams, heart exercise, practice forgiveness, practice gratitude. Oh no. There is a little blurb for every one of these. So this is going to take me a little bit of time. 45 cards and a blurb. Yeah, we can do it. We can do it. Oh, I don't know. It's like 2 a.m. Maybe we should wait. All right, let's see how far we get. Here we go for acceptance. All right, acceptance. Acceptance is the hardest or the harshest lesson life teaches, and the one most important to learn. Love yourself. Anger. Ooh, that's a good one. Holding on to anger is like drinking poison and expecting the other person to die. Ask for guidance. Ask for help, not because you are weak, but because you want to remain strong. Balance. Working toward balance takes a lot of ingredients. We need courage, reflection, attention, action, and a push and pull relationship between effort and relaxation. Boundaries. Love yourself enough to set boundaries. Your time and energy are precious. You get to choose how to use it. You teach people how to treat you by deciding what you will and won't accept. This card is asking that you set boundaries for yourself. Your health, abundance, goals, and mindset are being affected by your personal relationships. If you find yourself feeling drained while spending time with friends, then it is time to reassess those relationships. These situations call for honesty. Are you always the one giving and not receiving? Are you spending an excessive amount of time listening to their problems? If so, then these are unbalanced relationships and require open and honest communication between both parties to bring the friendship back into balance. balance. If you're being unnecessarily pulled into the drama of others, then this card is a sign to set clear boundaries. It is all right to assist your friends with solving a problem, but it's not your responsibility to solve it for them. By doing so, you pull yourself away from your own path. If you've been trying to reach a goal and find that close friends are distracting you or affecting your ability to achieve it, then love yourself enough to remove the distractions without guilt. Your dreams are just as important as everyone else's. Make sure to prioritize your own goals and dreams and honor your own time by doing what you love. By drawing this card as a reminder to set up healthful boundaries, since this is a sign of self-love and self-respect. By standing up for yourself and speaking your truth, even if you risk friction and hostility, you will feel empowered and others will respect you for being decisive and confident. All right. Change. And just kind of like thinking of the card stock, it's got like a plasticky matte feeling. It feels less paper, but I feel like it is a paper. Anyways, just saying. Change. Life is a process of becoming, a combination of states we have to go through. Where people fail is that they wish to elect a state and remain in it. This is a kind of death. Clear your energy. Laughter was meant to clear the chakra system. Confusion. Confusion is a word we have invented for an order which is not understood. Courage. Courage is not having the strength to go on. It's going on when you don't have the strength. That's a nice one. Direction. I like this image. There is something about this image I completely just love. Direction. Your heart knows the way. Run in that direction. Divine timing. Today I accept divine timing. I allow the pacing of the universe to be my own. I allow myself with the tempo of my life precisely as it is unfolding. Dreams. Our truest life is when we are in dreams, awake. Expect the unexpected. You have to take risks. We will understand the miracle of life fully only when we allow the unexpected to happen. Failure. Failure and deprivation are the best educators and purifiers. Fear. There is no illusion greater than fear. Forgiveness. He who cannot forgive others destroys the bridge over which he himself must pass. Freedom. There is a higher self-forgiveness ritual in here as well. That I'm just going to hold up here. This is actually pretty good. And then I'm just going to post this other one here. You guys can take a screenshot of it and read it, hopefully. You'll be able to read it there. So this is actually, I want to say that this is a pretty good meditation and practice here to kind of try. So you guys, if you guys try it, let me know, and let me know how you feel and what you got from it, maybe. All right, so freedom. Is it this spiritual freedom which cannot be taken away that makes life meaningful and purposeful? Then we've got go within, quiet the mind and the soul will speak. Go with the flow, force nothing, let it happen, trusting that whichever way it goes, it's for the best. Gratitude. Acknowledging the good that you already have in your life is the foundation for all abundance. Yes, that's the truth. That is so true. Be grateful for every little thing, and then the universe will bring you more things to be grateful for. Happiness. Happiness is the spiritual experience of living every minute with love, grace, and gratitude. Help is on the way. I cried out, I'm slipping, but your unfailing love, O Lord, supported me. When doubts filled my mind, your comfort gave me renewed hope and cheer. Help is on the way. There's no need to worry. Then we have intuition. I do kind of like the cardstock. I'm looking forward to shuffling these. So intuition. Don't try to comprehend with your mind. Your minds are very limited. Use your intuition. Let go. You will find that it is necessary to let things go simply for the reason that they are heavy. So let them go. Let go of them. I tie no weights to my ankles. And there's a detachment and burning ritual for that card. Kind of try and get it close here. And focused. Come on, focus. It's not focusing, guys. I'm sorry. There we go. So hopefully, I feel like my camera is nearsighted or far. Yeah, it's like it's nearsighted. If I pull it a little further away, it seems like I can read it better. All right, there we go. So there's a burning ritual for letting go, which is nice. The next one is a shower of light ritual, and it is the light. As far as we can discern, the sole purpose of human existence is to kindle a light in the darkness of mere being. Ooh, and that's by Carl Jung. I really like him. So there's a shower of light ritual here. And hopefully you're able to take a picture of that. And then the other part of it. And then we have the light. That was the light. We did that one already. Now we have listen. There we go. Don't let the noise of others' opinions drown out your own inner voice. And that's by Steve Jobs. Love. For one human being to love another, that is perhaps the most difficult of all our tasks, the ultimate, the last test and proof, the work for which all other work is but preparation. And the book does have a higher self heart ritual. Right about there, it seems to stop being blurry. All right, so that was love. Then we have manifest. Imagine it. Live as if it were your reality. Allow no detractors. But most important, assume the feeling of it and you will merge with it. And it will merge with you so that it is no longer a duality. It is you becoming one with what you desire. We have nature. Nature itself is the best physician. On the right path. Wrong path is the right path to gain experience in your search for the right path. Overcome obstacles. Today's tears water tomorrow's gardens. Patience. Ooh, I like this. There's something about this seed, right? Patience is bitter, but its fruit is sweet. Pause. Sometimes the most important thing in a whole day is the rest we take between two deep breaths. That makes me want to breathe deeply. Everybody together, breathe deeply. Okay, perseverance. Perseverance is not a long race. It is many short races, one after the other. Perspective. Everything we hear is an opinion, not a fact. Everything we see is a perspective, not the truth. And these are all quotes by other people, not this author. I'm just reading the quote, guys. So I'm sorry for not attributing those. You're like, I've heard that before. It's because you probably have. All right, so pray. The purpose of prayer is the alignment of the mind with the thoughts and the will of God. Strength. We all have an unsuspected reserve of strength inside that emerges when life puts us to the test. Success. Don't be afraid to fail. It's proof you'll soon be successful. Take the first step. Even the greatest was once a beginner. Don't be afraid to take the first step. Transformation. That's a gorgeous picture. I like that a lot, actually. I almost feel it's like the darkness is exiting her body, right? There's light starting to shine through it and pushing it all out, blowing it all out. It's like her soul, her spirit, the essence of who she is releasing it. All right, so transformation. It says the wings of transformation are born of patience and struggle. Then we have trust, and that looks like one of those stone things that you put out next to a river in nature. As soon as you trust yourself, you will know how to live. Vision. I have 3 eyes, 2 to look and 1 to see. I have 3 eyes, 2 to look and 1 to see. Okay, I get it. The third eye. You're supposed to use the third eye to see and just the eyes themselves to look. All right, now we have worry. Worrying is using your imagination to create something you don't want. Ooh, and it's by Abraham Hicks, who is like okay, now I'm just going to keep this book because I'm like, you have tons of credibility if you've listened to Abraham Hicks. She is unique, or Abraham, Esther, it's Esther or Abraham, but all I can say is that she's phenomenal to listen to. It will change you just hearing her words. Will change you. Will change your vibration. Will change your day. Will change your life if you let it. But it says this card indicates the presence of repetitive negative thoughts and emotions that have become debilitating and have prevented you from making sound decisions. You may be very concerned about money, health, relationships, family, or even your job. Excessive worrying about what might happen is affecting your physical and mental health. Your higher self is asking you to pause and breathe. In order to relieve yourself of your worries, write them down to get them off your chest and out of your mind. You may want to consider creating a worry box where you can drop your worries in. Close the box and surrender them to your higher power. You're also being asked to accept the elements of your life that you can and cannot control, and to surrender that which is out of your hands. Stop thinking about the worst case scenario. Remember that you are a divine being and therefore naturally a manifester. Your thoughts create your reality, so avoid materializing the very things you're worried about. Watch your thoughts and shift them immediately. If you are unable to shake away negative thoughts and emotions, try exercising, watching something funny, or working on a fun hobby. Make sure to stay in the present moment, which will help you avoid worrying about potential future problems. Don't hesitate to ask for help from your spiritual team if you find yourself chronically worrying about a situation or uncontrollable circumstance. And the other thing that I'm going to add to this too is that you can discipline your thoughts. If it isn't feeling good, then somehow you're out of alignment, right? If your thoughts, your negative thoughts, are telling you negative things, you're not going to feel good. That means you're out of alignment of spirit, which means that spirit, it's almost like pausing all the things that spirit is bringing towards you. Is kind of how I feel about that. But Esther Hicks is amazing. You should definitely check her out. If you get, or Abraham Hicks too. They're kind of one and the same. She's a psychic medium, Esther Hicks, and Abraham Hicks is her spirit guide or her entity kind of group of guides. You have to hear it and see it to believe it. When I first heard it, I was like, okay, I'm going to have to get over this medium thing. And sure enough, I got over it and I believe in it. And it's basically law of attraction stuff. She's like She's like the basis of The Secret. So she's been around forever. All right, here we go. Moving on to worthiness. This is such an important... I'm going to keep this deck just because there are so many important lessons from, worthiness to forgiveness to, this is an important... I think this is an important deck. Self-worth is an understanding on an intellectual level, trusting at the heart level, and accepting at the soul level that you are worthy just because you believe that you are. Your worthiness is proven by your existence, your breathing, the beating of your heart. Your mere presence is all that is needed to establish your worth. And that's by Iyanla Vanzant. She has a show, and I like her too. She has a couple books that are pretty good. The next one is You Are Not Alone. I wish there was one in here that said you are enough, right? You are enough just as you are. I wish that one. Okay, this one says, you are not alone. Never say you are alone, for you are not alone. Your God and your genius is within. And that's by Epictetus. And that's the end of that deck. Let me know what you guys think of this. We can do a quick interview here. Let's see. We're going to shuffle these 6 times. I always like to shuffle like 6 times just to kind of get the cards kind of warmed up. I think these might be a little bit easier if I shuffle them. Yeah, like a regular card deck. They do kind of shuffle a little nicer with the picture side up. The cards are more like a paper feel than I like to have in cards. I feel like this would be easily bent, and I feel like the edges will easily fray. So I don't know how much plastic is actually on the card. Oh, we're definitely getting there. All right, let's see. All right, what personality does this deck have? This is an intuitive deck for sure. Okay, what is the personality of this deck? What personality does this deck have? What is the personality of the Higher Self Oracle? What is your personality? Wow, its personality is failure? Failure? Failure is your personality? What? Failure? Okay, let's see what failure says here. Wow, failure and deprivation are the best educators and purifiers. All right, so I guess this is going to point out all my failures. Maybe it's the failure eater. Like there's a sin eater. Maybe it's a failure eater. All right, failure eater, come on down. This card comes to you today because you are either currently enmeshed in a situation where you are afraid of failing, or you've experienced delays or impediments to success. The modern world tends to command success rather than highlight the complex journey and individual experiences en route to achievement. This journey often includes sacrifice, failure, disappointment, persistence, hard work, dedication, and discipline. Why does failure occur? Failure provides a deeper sense of understanding of life. This experience offers an opportunity to reflect on our actions and beliefs and brings in an acute awareness of our thought process. We gain knowledge of what does not work, which will lead us to what will work. Your higher self requests that you shift your perspective about failure. Failure does not indicate that someone lacks talent or capability. Rather, it demonstrates one's courage and bravery to try. Failure also helps develop resilience, which teaches us how to recover quickly from mistakes. Failure, obstacles, and misfortunes are an expected part of the journey to success, and persevering and overcoming these will help grow and strengthen your spiritual fortitude. Remember that failure is but a temporary lesson on the pathway to success. You're being encouraged to try again and keep going. Wow. So I feel like this is kind of like a pick-me-up deck of keep going. Okay, you got knocked down. You can get up. You can get up. That's the personality of this deck. What is your strength? What is your strength? What is your strength? What is your strength? I should be zooming out a little bit, guys. I'm sorry. There we go. That's better. All right. Your strength is to help alleviate worries. What is your weakness? I feel like it's to overcome fears. The personality of this deck is to eat your fears. What is your weakness? What is your weakness? Whoa, that was too much. Oh, they still dropped. All right, here we go. Your weakness is nature and trust. Can't force me to trust my own nature. How will you help me to grow? How will you help me to grow? Too many cards. Can you give me one card, please? Okay. By taking a breath, taking a pause, shifting the perspective, and taking the first step towards a new direction. So I do feel like this... I think like all the decks, it can't make you trust yourself. But I do feel like the purpose of this deck is to ease the pain of the worry, challenge the worries that you have, accept the things that are outside of your control. Let things take their natural course. Trust that everything is always working out for you all the time. And I do feel like it's going to give you, this will give you pause, right? It will give you a pause. When you need, I guess when you need to grow, it's going to give you that shift in perspective. It's going to give you that message that helps you kind of like go, oh wait, hang on a second. Let me take a minute for this. Let me shift my perspective so that you can take steps towards a new goal or a new outcome. Or me anyway. How will you help me? Oh wait, we did that. Yes, grow. When should I call on you for guidance? When should I call on you for guidance? Whoa. Ooh. I'm going after my dreams. I feel like this is definitely a deck to help you get into the vortex, which is what Esther Hicks talks about all the time, or Abraham Hicks talks about all the time, is about getting into the vortex. And I feel like when you want to really activate your hopes and dreams and ask the universe to bring them to you, you do have to get in alignment with yourself. You do have to love yourself and accept yourself. You do have to be grateful for every breath that you get to take. You have to be grateful for everything. And then in that alignment of true just joy and happiness and love. Anything you ask of the universe, it will bring to you. All right. What is the best way to work with you? I always feel like I answer this question before I get to it when I do these interviews. What is the best way to work with you? What is the best way to work with you? What is the best way to work with you? All right. There's a lot of cards here. Strength, prayer, self-acceptance, forgiving yourself and others. That's quite a bit of stuff. This is very shadowy to me. This is the good stuff to make you a better person. What will our relationship be like? 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 It says let go, divine timing, anger, love, and manifest. That's like a schizophrenic kind of answer there, of what our relationship will be like. But I think that, being able to let go of things, or coming and getting kind of messages to help me let go of things, to help me to have patience and allow things to happen in their own time, to help me to mitigate anger, to help me mitigate love, which are basically two sides of the same coin, right? They can trigger the same insecurities and emotions in us, a fight or flight, like any other thing. And then the last thing, the ability to manifest what you want or what I want, using these cards as a foundation of living life on purpose, like where I'm supposed to be, like I am where I'm supposed to be right now. That's kind of how I feel. And our relationship is, I think, with this deck is to remind me that you're right where you're supposed to be right now. Right? Because that's what we all are, kind of, right? We're here to learn our different lessons at different times for different reasons. And so you're enough just as you are right now. All right, please let me know how you feel about the Higher Self deck. The tin is interesting. I can definitely see me repurposing it for something else. But it is a nice size, and the deck and the book fit in there. I like it. I think I'm going to keep this one. Let me know what you guys think. Thank you so much for watching. If you'd be so kind as to hit that like, subscribe, or share, those like, subscribe, or share buttons. If you comment with a heart or, anything, that also helps me kind of grow the channel and move up in the search engine. So thank you all so much for watching. Have a beautiful, blessed day.